technical and practical education to be mandatory at school level, says Prime Minister. Measles deaths to be probed, scope to review deal with USA, comments advisor. There will be no political interference in banking sector, says Finance Minister. Those were the headlines. Good evening, viewers. I'm Riti Prova with English Bulletin. Prime Minister Tareq Rahman has said, unfortunately, the universities of Bangladesh have yet to reach the expected level in globally recognized university rankings in terms of education, research and academic excellence. He said the educationists must think more deeply about the matter. The Prime Minister made the comments at the inaugural of a workshop at Dhaka University on Tuesday, while saying not only in higher education, the government has planned to make technical and practical education mandatory in the education curriculum from the school level.
The University Grants Commission UGC organized the workshop titled Transforming Higher Education in Bangladesh, Roadmap to Sustainable Excellence at Nawab Nawab Ali Chaudhry Senate Bhavan in Dhaka University on Tuesday morning. Speakers at the workshop said the youth should be groomed up for the knowledge-based economy, technology-based labor market, and for the global competition, besides offering degree and certificate. Addressing the workshop as the chief guest, the Prime Minister said it is tough to sustain in the global competition without ethical education in the curriculum.
বিখ্যাত বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ের র্যাঙ্কিং এ আমাদের বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ের অবস্থান এখনো মনে হয় প্রত্যাশিত উচ্চতায় পৌঁছতে পারে।
Tariq Rahman said the government has taken initiatives to upgrade the syllabus. As a result of acquiring skills while still studying, students may be able to create entrepreneurship.
শিক্ষা ও দক্ষতা বিষয়ক আয়োজনকে উৎসাহিত করার পরিকল্পনা আমরা নিয়েছি।
The Prime Minister also called for nurturing talent through resisting brain drain to face the future challenges.
ধর্মীয়, সামাজিক, নৈতিক মূল্যবোধ হারিয়ে না ফেলে।
Sheikh Abdus Salam, English Desk, ATN News.
Prime Minister Tareq Rahman called upon the university students to help maintain stability on the campuses to build a nation and move the country forward. He made the call while exchanging views with Dhaka University students at Professor Muzaffar Ahmed Chaudhry Auditorium at the Social Sciences faculty on the campus here this noon. Tareq Rahman also urged students to learn a third language in addition to Bangla and English so that they can avail employment opportunities in different countries around the world. Around 156 students took part in the event. At the program, the Prime Minister responded to different questions from the students regarding various government plans and initiatives. The OIC member countries expressed their strong commitment to standing beside Bangladesh and strengthening bilateral cooperation in various areas including investment, trade, education, healthcare, textiles and the pharmaceutical industries. The envoys of the OIC countries assured this while paying courtesy call on Prime Minister Tareq Rahman on Tuesday. The courtesy call held at the Prime Minister's Cabinet Division office at the Secretariat. During the meeting, envoys of the OIC member states congratulated Tareq Rahman on assuming office as Prime Minister. Tareq Rahman recalled the brotherly relations that Bangladesh maintained with OIC member countries during the tenure of Shohid President Ziaur Rahman and expressed hope for further strengthening those ties in the future. The envoys of Saudi Arabia, Turkey, Palestine, Algeria, Brunei, Egypt, Indonesia, Kuwait, Malaysia, Maldives, Morocco, Oman, Pakistan, Qatar and the United Arab Emirates, as well as the heads of mission of Iran, Iraq and Libya were present at the meeting. There is scope to review the Bangladesh trade deal with the United States and the government will do it. Mentioning this, Prime Minister's advisor to Information and Broadcasting Dr. Zahidur Rahman said the government has no immediate plan to cancel the deal right now. He made the comment at the regular briefing on the activities of the Information Directorate on Tuesday morning. Dr. Zahidur Rahman said there are provisions of review and cancellation inside the deal. In reply to a query of journalists, he said the deals made by the previous government will be reviewed if found harmful for the people of the country. Commenting on the corruptions and crimes committed by the Awami League-led government, he said there is no question of forgetting those. Trial must be taken place. Talking on the measles situation, he said a probe committee is being formed over the deaths of children with measles and measles symptoms. Home Minister Salahuddin Ahmed has announced a comprehensive nationwide security and monitoring plan ahead of Eid al-Azha. The minister said a hotline is being introduced to resist extortion from the cattle-carrying vehicles. Measures will be taken immediately after receiving complaint of extortion. He made the remarks while speaking to journalists after a high-level inter-ministerial meeting on ensuring overall security ahead of the upcoming Eid al-Azha at the Secretariat today. Finance Minister Amir Khosrow Mahmood Choudhury has said there will be no political interference in the banking sector of the country. The recruitment in the financial institutes will remain free of political influence. The Finance Minister made the remarks at a program organized by the Bangladesh Startup Investment Company BSIC at a hotel in Dhaka on Tuesday morning. He said the government is working to return discipline in the economy of the country. As a result, the financial institutes will remain free of political influence as per the decision of the Prime Minister. The Finance Minister also said that the government is working to resolve the problems of the banking sector. The BSIC has been established under the ownership of 39 commercial banks in the country. The platform has been launched with a committed capital of Taka 425 crore or $35 million. The fund targets startups at 3 distinct phases, including seed, late seed and Series A. Leader of the opposition and Jamaat Army Dr. Shafiqur Rahman said that the markets of the country are unstable due to middlemen and extortionists. He made this comment after visiting the Mirpur Shah Ali wholesale market on Tuesday morning. He said that the price of goods has artificially increased due to syndicates. At the same time, Dr. Shafiqur Rahman urged the government to take initiative to control the market. The Jamaat Amir also said that the opposition party will be vocal in parliament and outside the parliament to make the market situation bearable for the people. Now a short break. We will be back soon with veteran theatre icon Ataur Rahman passes away. Iran wants decisive response if US strikes resume. Welcome back. You're watching ATN News. This is English Bulletin. Veteran theatre personality, actor, playwright and stage director Ataur Rahman has passed away. Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi rajiun. He was 84. The celebrated cultural icon breathed his last around midnight on Monday while undergoing treatment at a private hospital in capital's Dhanmondi. Ataur Rahman had been placed on life support after his physical condition turned critical. His body was kept at the central Shohid Minar for people from all walks of life to pay tribute. Born on 18 June 1941 in Noakhali, Ataur Rahman emerged as one of the leading figures in Bangladesh's post-independence theatre movement. Over the decades, he earned widespread acclaim for his work as a playwright, actor, director and author, leaving a lasting impact on the country's cultural landscape. In recognition of his contribution to arts and culture, he was awarded both the Ekushe Podok and the Independence Award. Cultural Affairs Minister Nitai Rao Choudhury has said the July Museum will be opened in the last week of July or in the first week of August. Meanwhile, Jatiyo সংসদ Speaker Hafizuddin Ahmed has said the July Museum will remain a lasting inspiration for future generations in the struggle against autocracy. He said as long as this museum exists, the history of the people's resistance against authoritarianism in this country will be preserved. The speaker made the comment while briefing journalists after visiting the July Mass Uprising Museum. The speaker, along with Deputy Speaker Barrister Kaisar Kamal, visited the July Museum for the first time today. Former Chief Justice ABM Khairul Haq has secured interim bail in two separate murder cases filed with Dhaka's Jatrabari and Adabor police stations over incidents during the July uprising. The High Court bench comprising Justice K.M. Zahid Sarwar and Justice Sheikh Abu Tahir granted the bail along with a rule on Tuesday following hearings on petitions filed by Khairul Haq. Earlier on 28 April, the Appellate Division upheld Khairul Haq's bail in 5 separate cases. His lawyer Motahar Hossain Shaju said there is currently no legal bar to Khairul Haq's release from prison. Viewers will take a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. You're watching English Bulletin. Now, news around the world. Any aggression against Iranian vessels will be met with a heavy and decisive response from Tehran, targeting the vessels and American bases. Iran's parliamentary spokesman Ebrahim Rezai warned on Tuesday, highlighting, as of today, Iran's restraint is over. As developments continue to unfold in Hormuz Strait and Iran reviews the U.S. peace proposal, Rezai stated on X, "Time is on Iran's side. The country could enrich uranium up to 90% purity, a level considered weapons grade, if it is attacked again." He advised, "It is in the America's best interest not to be foolish and not to sink any deeper into the quagmire they are in. The best course of action is to surrender and make concessions." U.S. President Trump said he is now more seriously considering a resumption of major combat operations in Iran. Latest CNN report has covered such information referring related sources. Trump said the ceasefire is on massive life support following Iran's latest counter-proposal to end hostilities. The talks are unlikely to make significant progress until he meets the Chinese counterpart Xi Jinping this week. Besides, Iran's supreme leader Ali Akbar Velayati told the state news agency Trump should not mistake the current lack of fighting between US-Iran as a victory as he heads to Beijing for a high-stakes meeting with Xi. Meanwhile, oil prices have risen again as US-Iran peace talks fizzle. European Union has agreed to impose sanctions on Israeli settlers as leading Hamas figures in the West Bank, Palestine. The long-awaited agreement comes after Hungary's new government dropped the country's veto. Consensus was reached on the sanctions packages at a meeting of member states' foreign ministers Monday. That package targets 3 Israeli settlers and 4 settler organizations. Their identities have not yet been publicly disclosed. French Foreign Minister Jean-Noël Barrot said the ministers also decided to sanction the Hamas leadership responsible for the attack on southern Israel from Gaza on October 7, 2023. Barrett wrote on social media, "These most serious and intolerable acts must cease without delay." Before ending the bulletin, the top stories once again. Technical and practical education to be mandatory at school level, says Prime Minister. Measles deaths to be probed, scope to review deal with USA, comments advisor. There will be no political interference in banking sector, says Finance Minister. Veteran theatre icon Ataur Rahman passes away. Iran wants decisive response if US strikes resume. That's all from the newsroom for the moment. Thank you for being with us.